Thanks for joining us today. I'm Jocelyn Schifferdecker.
And I'm Miracle Garrett with UCentral News.
We're so excited to be back here with you. A lot is happening in the coming weeks, and in exactly 1 month, you'll be heading to the polls to vote on State Question 820. And a new study shows that if it's passed, it could lead to a significant economic boost for Oklahoma. I met with 2 people involved in the research to break it down for you.
To the grocery store across the state, Oklahomans are struggling with increased prices. But new research shows that pretty soon they may be getting a break.
We are talking about $821 million in brand new tax revenue to the state of Oklahoma over the next 5 years.
That is, if State Question 820 passes. SQ 820 would safely regulate and tax recreational marijuana for adults in Oklahoma. According to a study done by Vincent Sederberg, LLP, this initiative could cause Oklahoma to see a significant increase in tax revenue.
Over the first 5 years of operations from 2024 through 2028, the model projects that Oklahoma will raise more than $434.6 million in new revenue from the 15% excise tax from State Question 820, as well as state and local taxes on adult use cannabis.
In addition to this, they predict thousands of jobs will be created across the state.
Obviously, rate of jobs has increased. We hear reports all the time from people in the industry. These are good jobs. They are paying high wages. Some of them even offer full benefits.
And it's not just jobs in cannabis sales directly. Livingston said it also includes packaging, shipping, and more. While the tax revenue will go to the state, the money will still benefit the local communities per the allocations listed in the report.
The most important things and priorities that we all see in Oklahoma that need more funding are schools, our education system, healthcare, and some of our local governments, especially in rural areas.
And the voter registration deadline for that March 7th election is this coming Friday.
Governor Stitt gave his State of the Address yesterday. There, he addressed his desire to cut taxes in the state, as well as his hopes of implementing performance-based pay for teachers. Stitt also called on Oklahoma lawmakers to ban on gender-conforming procedures and treatments on minors.
Before Stitt's address even began, over 100 protesters were already occupying parts of the Capitol in objection of Senate Bills 250 and 252, both of which would prohibit public funding for gender-conforming procedures and treatments for minors under 18. Additionally, protesters were also there for Senate Bill 129. That would ban gender-conforming procedures for patients under 26.
And the weather to class was a little bit gloomy today.
Oh yeah, whenever I was walking, it was fully raining. I did not check my forecast. I was not aware about that. Amber, what are you tracking for us over there?
It was a pretty gloomy start this morning and throughout the day, and we'll be seeing that gloomy start throughout tomorrow as well. Thanks for coming back to UCentral. I'm Amber Poston. Right now, our current forecast is 41 degrees right now with a little bit of a pretty strong wind at the moment. And it was earlier having freezing rain, a little bit of sleet out there is what you were feeling with a little bit of rain. It was kind of a little bit of a toss and turn throughout the afternoon today. Now, we're going to be looking at our weather headlines, showers for the next 2 days. So make sure you have your raincoats across campus and make sure you have some boots as well so you aren't drenched in rain. Hazardous conditions are all throughout the state for today because of the weather conditions and that there was a little bit of sleet out there today. And now after Wednesday, 50s throughout the state. So enjoy that spring-like weather that will be coming in the next coming of months. Now, current conditions right now, it is 41 degrees up in Oklahoma City, 47 up in Enid, 53 up in Ponca City, and Guymon is 51. I'll toss it back to you.
Thanks, Amber. I will definitely make sure to keep my umbrella on me, and this week highlights a special event for students.
That's right, the Spring Career and Internship Fair. Today, a workshop was held to give students the tips they'll need before going. UCentral's Natalie Bailey shares those tips with us.
Are you wanting to make your mark and a lasting impression for possible future employers? You may have your chance at the Internship and Career Fair this Thursday in the Nye University Center from 12 to 3 p.m. UCO's Jordan Scribner was able to provide students with some tips and tricks on how to stand out to recruiters.
So my top 3 biggest pieces of advice for attending a career fair would be to wear professional attire. Make sure that you look the part, that you're ready for the job that you want. I would encourage them to bring their resumes with them because that's going to be part of the exchange with employers. And then I would encourage them to follow up with employers after the event. So getting like their business cards, things like that.
Some of Scribner's other tips included printing their resumes on thicker resume paper, showing up on time, and submitting any digital documents in a PDF format. From Edmond, Natalie Bailey, UCentral News.
That event will be in the Nye University Center ballrooms on campus. And UCO students are invited to attend a resume critique session this Wednesday. Both Loves and Paycom representatives will be in the Nye University Center from 2 to 4. The event is free and open to all majors. This will happen just in time for students to attend the Spring Career and Internship Fair the next day on Thursday, also in the Nye University Center ballrooms. That will be from noon to 3 and give students the chance to meet with potential employers.
Tonight, UCO is hosting a panel to talk about toxic masculinity in the Black community. That will be in the Liberal Arts Building in room LAS 05. That will start at 6, and the panel will also be Zoomed. However, for that link, you'll need to contact Lindsay Churchill from the Women's Research and BGLTQ Student Center.
The panel isn't the only thing happening on campus. This Saturday, the Asian American Student Association is inviting the community to celebrate the Lunar New Year. The event is free and will be in the Nye University ballrooms starting at 6 p.m.
And UCO will be hosting its first book sale of the semester tomorrow. That will be from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. in the basement of the Max Chambers Library. This will be one of 3. The next one will be on March 1st. And there is still time to sign up for intramural sports. The deadline for volleyball is March 3rd, with matches beginning March 7th. Plus, 5-on-5 basketball registration ends March 30th. That season will start April 3rd. Both sports offer men's, women's, and co-ed leagues. And Miracle, I don't know about you, but I've never actually been involved in intramural sports, but I've always wanted to join an intramural soccer team. I played growing up, and I just miss it so much.
I also played soccer growing up, but I always wanted to play tennis. So
Really? I played tennis, so maybe whenever this weather clears up, we can play tennis together.
No, definitely.
It's a plan.
So the rain has been coming down and giving us a wet and humid day. Our Amber Posted will have the 4 forecasts for this week right after this.
Feel the beat of nature at a park or forest near you. Find a forest and music inspired by nature at discovertheforest.org.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Welcome back, guys. Thanks for tuning in to UCentral News. I'm Amber Poston. We're We're going to be looking at your forecast for the next couple of days. And for today, we're going to be discussing some of the weather that will be happening throughout Oklahoma. Now, right now, it is currently 41 degrees, and it is quite rainy outside. As you're walking across campus, it is probably very wet, and you may feel a little bit of sleet. There was some earlier, if that's what you're feeling, that kind of like hard rain. That was sleet that you're feeling out there. Now, for our headlines right now, there will be showers for the next 2 days. So we'll be seeing them today and on Wednesday. So make sure you have a coat and make sure you're prepared. Make sure you have other clothing items if you get super wet from the rain, or if you have any other boots, make sure to have those as well. Hazardous conditions are throughout the state because of the sleet, and that it may be pretty slick on those roads for the next 24 hours. And then after Wednesday, 50s will be throughout the rest of the state. So enjoy those spring-like temperatures that will be coming in. Now, looking at our current conditions across Oklahoma, 41 up in Oklahoma City, 47 up in Altus, 51 up in Guymon and Miami, 53 degrees. So it is a little bit warmer, but it's colder because of the breeze that we are feeling right now. Now, 39 degrees will be tonight with a 50% chance of rain and humidity. So if you plan on going out tonight, be careful. It may be a little bit hard to see the roads. Now, tonight it will be 39 degrees up in Oklahoma City, 41 up in Enid, and 36 up in Altus. So it will be pretty chilly out there. Now, tomorrow up in Oklahoma City, 45 degrees, 52 up in Ponca, and 48 up in Tulsa. So make sure you're careful tomorrow with those showers that will be coming in. Now for today, if you woke up this morning, you may have heard a little bit of light rain on your window. So that was just a little bit of a light drizzle. And then around in the afternoon, it was raining, but there was sleet with it. So that's what you were probably hearing and seeing outside. And then tonight, it'll just be raining. There may be a little bit of sleet, but it looks like it's just going to be rain for the rest of the night. Now I'll step out of the way so you can see the 7-day forecast. Tuesday and Wednesday, we are seeing a precipitation of rain of 80 and 50%. So Thursday, Friday, and Saturday will be the nice days for you to go and do anything you want. Monday, we will be seeing some showers once again. So be careful out there. Back to you.
Thanks, Amber. And coming up next, Lauren Henry has your social media update with the latest you need to know. Stay with us.
To believe in the power of possibility, to always move forward but never forget where I came from, to value hard work, ingenuity, and hospitality. On one hand, my people are rough and rugged. On the other, refined and elegant. They taught me how to love beautiful things and cherish my past, to seek out adventure, eat well, and to have a good time. So I keep their traditions alive every place I go. They call me Oklahoma City, but you can call me the modern frontier.
UCentral News as a whole, you got to be in those different areas, like being on camera, being off camera, being in the control room. And so I feel like that is what prepared me most about being in the workplace.
UCentral and the Mass Comm department has provided me all the tools and the fundamentals that are needed in order to thrive well and thrive fast at my job.
Maybe it's time to hit the road and visit a place where stories unfold. This is the land of the ultimate road trip, with sights old and new on Route 66. There's fun to be had, so much to do, and a few new surprises before you get through. Oklahoma has the most miles to share of Route 66. It's really quite rare. TravelOK.com will show you the way. Come see for yourself this iconic highway.
In the social media loop, massive earthquakes hit Turkey on Monday, and the survivors took to tweeting and live streaming for help. The largest earthquake measured a 7.5 in magnitude, and more than 4,300 people have died. Emergency response crews are racing to save survivors, and as you saw, many are attempting to use social media for rescue. We will update you as this story continues. And Backstreet Boy Nick Carter is back in the news after facing rape allegations, but this time he is suing one of his accusers. Carter filed a counter lawsuit against Shannon Ruth, who accused the singer of sexual battery in December. Carter denies all allegations and is seeking over $2 million for lost business, as well as emotional distress and attorney's fees. And Harry Styles' recent win at the Grammys has sparked controversy this week. Twitter users became upset that Styles had won Album of the Year instead of Beyoncé and made sure to make that known on all social media platforms. Users also found issues with Styles' acceptance speech. The singer said, quote, "This doesn't happen to people like me very often, and the internet did not receive it well." One user even tweeted that this is the most white privilege thing to ever be uttered at an award show. Speaking of Beyoncé, her tour tickets went on sale this week, and concerns of a repeat Ticketmaster crash are rising. CNN's Cole Higgins has more.
All eyes on Ticketmaster as Beyoncé's Renaissance Tour tickets go on sale Monday for the first group of verified fans. And with desperate and eager fans taking to crowdfunding sites to raise money for the much-anticipated concert, the Better Business Bureau says scams are very likely, so beware before you buy into the frenzy.
They're ignoring the red flags because they just want to get those tickets, and scammers are taking advantage of that.
Meanwhile, lawmakers in Washington are all bracing for a possible repeat of the Taylor Swift pre-sale fiasco on Ticketmaster that left countless fans empty-handed.
We apologize to the fans.
And triggered a Senate hearing on the issue. The Senate Judiciary Committee tweeting at Ticketmaster, "We're watching."
First of all, there were fewer tickets to satisfy the demand. So that starts with problem.
Ticketmaster says demand to register for a chance to buy tickets exceeded the number of available tickets by more than 800%, but says it's taking new measures to avoid another debacle, saying it will use verified fan technology to make sure more tickets go to fans and not resellers. Here's what the BBB recommends to avoid scams. 1. Only purchase from venues or legitimate sellers on their actual websites. Avoid buying on social media and verify trustworthy resellers and vendors on bbb.org. 2. Watch out for fake websites.
So you think you're on Ticketmaster's website, but you really aren't. They'll copy and paste the same pictures, and they'll just change the words of the name of the company by 1 or 2 letters in the URL.
3. Only use protected payment methods. Don't pay cash, debit, or wire transfer, and opt for a credit card instead, since it may be easier to dispute fraudulent charges. For Consumer Watch, I'm Cole Higgins.
In local news, the hunt for a man that stole this boombox is in full swing. The boombox was used in a display for East Side Pizza at an event before it went missing. Images have been shared all over social media asking if anyone can identify the suspect. With thousands of shares so far, no one has come forward to identify the man. We will continue to follow this story and bring you updates. And Black Panther: Wakanda Forever is setting even more records this week. Wakanda Forever is up for 5 Academy Awards, and Disney Plus reports it to be the most watched film on the streaming app. And Dear Edward is a new show about the power of grief, and it's making waves on Apple TV. CNN's David Daniel has more.
People meet me and they think she's the woman whose nephew survived the plane crash. But they forget I'm also the woman who lost my big sister.
Taylor Schilling, Cullen O'Brien, and
Opted to buy Stevie Nicks tickets because she will be here in March, and I'm so excited. What about you guys?
I didn't buy Beyonce tickets either. I did get the Taylor Swift tickets, however, though. My mom was in that queue for, I believe, 3+ hours.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in both of you guys. You gotta go see Beyonce.
I can't afford it. Those tickets?
I will use my leg to pay for it.
Oh, okay, all right.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
You can achieve a lot using your imagination. I mean, I don't like to brag, but... Wait, who's that? And why is she all over these achievement awards? But with STEM, the sky's the limit. Shaboom! Use STEM to envision... Okay, I'm seeing it. Yeah. Invent...
Got any ideas?
I've got a few, actually. And create a better world.
Told you she's super smart.
If she can STEM, so can you. Find out more at She Can STEM.
In the land of wonder and awe, you won't believe you see what you saw. Where there's something to do for young and for old, where stories are written and then they're retold. Visit travelok.com today. Come see for yourself and come out to play.
Thanks for staying with us. Let's check in with Amber Poston for your last look at weather.
Yeah, guys, so we'll be looking at the current states of right now and for tomorrow as well, and discussing some of the weather that we have been experiencing today and for the rest of the week. So right now, currently throughout the states, up in Oklahoma City, it is 41 degrees, 47 up in Enid, and as Woodward as well. Clinton is 52, and 51 up in Guymon, and 63 up in Idabel. It's a little bit warmer down there. I think it's because there's a little bit, not that rain is over there. It's kind of heading from Oklahoma City up to Tulsa, up to Missouri up there. So that's why it's a little bit warmer down into the south part of the state. Now for tomorrow's conditions, it's going to be 45 up in Oklahoma City, 48 degrees up in Enid, Guymon is 52, and Miami is 56. So we will be having some rain chances tomorrow. So be prepared if you are walking across campus to have a rain jacket, some rain boots, so you are not slipping and sliding everywhere just in case you do fall because of the rain. And there was some sleet, so there will be some hazardous conditions throughout the state today and tomorrow. So just be careful on that drive on into campus tomorrow. And then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, enjoy those temperatures. It will feel like a little bit cooler part of spring. So enjoy those sunny temperatures, enjoy those nice weathers up there. But for Monday, be sure to bring a jacket back to campus because that rain is going to be staying for the next couple of days. Back to you.
And science lovers, get ready. Today is National Periodic Table Day. Something interesting about the periodic table is that there is actually no letter J. So check it out if you don't believe me.
I'm kind of offended by that. That's my letter. But now I'm like thinking of the elements, you know, PB, HE. I don't know all the periodic table elements, but wow, I've never noticed there wasn't a J.
Me neither. I
didn't notice that.
I haven't looked at one since biology class.
Neither have I.
Long time ago.
Yeah, it's been since high school for me.
I
so
swore
since
that.
I was 16, so like.
Well, Valentine's Day is coming up, and this next one is going to be better than a box of chocolates. Now, if you've got plans to make your cat your meowentine, Fancy Feast has just the perfect thing to win them over. The cat food brand has released what they're calling the Cuddle Collection, which includes an embroidered sweater and socks. Look at the cat for your stuffed sweater and socks for you with your stuffed heart toys and golden cutlery for whatever feline likely runs your life. I know my cat runs my life, if I'm honest.
My cat runs mine too. Well, my parents' cat, if we're being honest.
I love my cat, but I don't think I'd make her my Valentine because she's a little bit bipolar.
Fair.
No offense.
Fair.
Am I the only dog person here?
I like dogs.
I like dogs.
Okay.
I just have 3
I
cats.
have a dog. Well, I mean, I had a cat when I was younger. I love cats, but my dog is like my best friend.
But I mean, did you see the sweater? Can I match with my cat? That's what I'm wondering.
It was really
Like-
cute. But my dog has sweaters too. So, I mean, I love my dog. I'm sorry, guys.
All right, well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jocelyn Schifferdecker.
I'm Miracle Garrett.
And I'm Lauren Henry.
And I'm Amber Poston.
Have a great night. See you Valentine's Day.